Tell, because I'm from the Jersey Shore, so if I'm convincingly country, then I can convince people that I'm anything. Welcome, guys, to the Ronnie Show, the Ronald Show, the Ronnie Southbuckle Show, Ronnie and me. How's that? Got some bread, and I got some talking to do to you as I wrap up my old trip to rural Maine in the beautiful, majestic town of Jackman, which sits 20 miles south of the Canadian border, and it's an absolute delight, absolute treat. Couldn't be better. It's majestic. It's God's country. It is sparse. It is desolate. It is isolated. And it's an hour drive from anywhere and everything. And it has nothing but 780 locals, hunters who are coming for the moose, truck drivers are bringing lumber, trees up to Canada and back, and then curious people like myself who just want to understand this little known part of the Maine world called Jackman. When I found out is that I love it, and I'm really sad to leave, but it is getting dark, it is getting overcast, it is getting cold, and it's time for little Ronnie to throw the car into gear and to move along. And Ronnie will be moving along to Bangor, Maine. Bangor. 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 To watch the University of Maine Bears take on University of Boston. I don't know what their mascot is. During a hockey match that will take place tomorrow on the famed Halloween Eve, where people don masks and outfits to scare away the evil spirits, which was the tradition for which Halloween started in the first place. And I will be attending the hockey game, rooting on the Bears, saying, "Go Maine, go Bears, go get them," hoping they scored more goals than the Bruins, who are ranked 5th in the nation. But maybe not for long if the Maine Bears can attack them savagely, tear their guts out, and lead them to an unexpected defeat in a huge upset in the world of college hockey up here in Maine, right near the Canadian border, where there's plenty of lobstermen, plenty of hunters, plenty of potato farmers, plenty of lumberers, and who knows what else. Plenty of girls who don't wear makeup but are cute, which I love. Now to read some of the shit that you guys are saying. If it's interesting, I'm reading it. If it's shitty or uninteresting, not gonna touch it. No great comments so far, so I'll continue along with my Jackman summary. Here's what I found. Lots of hunters here came for different reasons, all to shoot and kill some moose. They call them cows. These are the female moose. And what an effort it is. These guys, they drive away from this little town, just a few miles away, into the logging lands of the area. And they go on these private roads. where they have to yield to the logging trucks. But along these logging roads lay moose. And this is the season, this week is the season for the hunting of the cow. Cow is the female moose, whereas just a few weeks before, it was the bull moose, the ones with the horns or wings. And the type of hunter that attracted were the trophy hunters, the ones who wanted the biggest wings to put up on their walls to show the ladies just what great hunters they are. But that season's now over. And there's just one more day. November 1st will be the finale to claim a cow here, a female moose, in good old Jackman, Maine. And while I was here, I came across a biologist, a young gentleman, just 25 years old, who had been given the assignment to head up here from a different part of Maine, from his home, to Jackman, to spend 1 week in a hotel directly opposite the Bishop's weighing station. A weighing station is where they have a pole, a rope, and a little motor that drops the hook down and pulls it up and weighs the moose straight out of the back of a truck or a trailer. And his job was to say hello, take a knife, cut it into the dead moose's leg, put a tag around it, and then check it for ticks. And then he had to cut the fucking moose's tooth out, weigh it, gather that data, write it down, and get its ovaries so that they could figure out the pregnancy patterns of these moose, as well as the age of the moose, by counting the rings around its tooth, just like there are rings around a tree. And so it was his job to do all that work. Hands were bloody. He had his federal, maybe state, camouflage wildlife hat on. He had to mark the time of death, so he had to ask everybody what was the time that this moose died after he shot it. And then after he gets this data, he'll ship it off to the wildlife people, whatever their name is, and they'll collect the data, and then they'll set quotas for next year's hunting season. So it's a story of the moose, alive and dead and everything in between, but it's also a story of family and community and connection, where this hunting season brings people together. They all come up to this one tiny little village called Jackman. Only 750, 790 people live here, and they tell their stories to each other. They wear their orange hats, their orange vests, so they don't shoot each other. They gather, they eat, they storytell, they champion their fresh kill. They bring their animal to the butcher. The local butcher, who I showed a video to you guys of, slices it up, packs it in some plastic something or other, freezes it, gives it back to these people who spend roughly $600 to $1,000 just for the butcher alone. And then they bring that home and then they can eat for a year. Nothing but raw moose meat, straight from nature to the mouth, for a long time. And that's the process of good old Jackman, Maine, the hunting season, hunting But you don't get accents like that because, of course, we're so far north. In the south, it would be, I'm going hunting. I'm doing a little hunting, and yeah, hunting. I'm a grab my gun and I'm a hunting them dogs. Some shit like that. But we're up north, so you don't get that accent. But that, guys, is a big summary of what I saw. I loved it. The orange hats, the orange vests made me laugh. The people I met were great. They loved to talk about this shit, this hunting stuff. I learned how it all worked. Maybe I'll accompany somebody next time. Just be the journalist in the truck watching it all happen. And learn there are different type of hunters. There are those who are out to get the biggest one, the heaviest one, to let the world know. Social media, hey, I took down the biggest cow. But then there are others who just want the meat, and they're out for just regular hunting. They're not in it for the glory. They're in it for the feed, subsistence, something like that. So, I'll do another read from all you assholes. There's a lot of assholes on here. Tons of assholes. This is what Ellen DeGeneres has been up to. That's a funny comment. People are writing some hate. Fair enough. So that, guys, is the wrap-up. So now, I depart as the rain sets in. Someone said they saw a tweet. I don't know what that refers to. But I'll encourage you guys, if you can ever get to Jackman, get away from it all, do it. You'll love it. You'll enjoy it. There's a Will Ferrell's. Is there a Will Ferrell? Yes, I am Will Ferrell. That's right. I'm Will Ferrell. You look like a guy from Colorado. Fuck. Did you touch my drum set? Funny line. Disgusting way of eating. Wait till I get some peanut butter. I just throw my fingers in there, rub it all over my face, then just like that. Just peanut butter fingers. That. Sniff them too. A little sniffy delight. We could be coloring up my. Cowbells galore. I'm gonna show you the perfect bar. If you come to Jackman, you must come to this bar because it's the epitome of Jackman. How do we do this? There it is, the Northland Hotel, where all your dreams will be granted, and where all the logs you need will be kept in one truck. to build your beds, your bunk beds, your mantles, your field hockey sticks. I don't know what the cheapest beer is here, because I don't drink beer. The only thing I drink is water. So guys, feel very lucky that you just got a mini tour of this incredible little known yet beautiful, stunning, tiny town in the great state of Maine, where the Bears, the University of Maine Bears, are going to attack and thrash the University of Boston, let's call them Panthers or whatever the fuck they are, tomorrow night, Halloween night. It's going to be a Halloween night, Halloween delight, as the Maine Bears are going to conquer the University of Boston Panthers and have a Saturnalia ball. A full-blown celebration of the spirit, of the Maine spirit. I drink alkaline water, of course. I drink alkaline water. Why would I not drink alkaline water? How can we even be asking these questions? Crap, Donald Trump. Alright, all of you assholes, it's time for Ronnie to go. Hi, Sandra Wells from Alabama. It's time for Uncle Ronnie to sign off as he's about to head into the depths of the woods of Maine to make it to the home of the University of the Maine Bears, their hockey arena. They're going to decimate the opponents. Tomorrow night, Halloween fright. In Orono, that's right. That frozen ghost knows his or her Maine shit. Go Bears. I don't know what Chimera means. So assholes, Uncle Ronnie says goodnight. Catch you next time. Good night. The hockey coach that won all the Maine championships, one more championship will be won. I can feel it, I can sense it in my veins. Take care. Beware of ghosts. Beware of ghosts. They're out there. Bye.